This is using the Nikon Camera Control Pro software to allow me to record this on the computer screen. So what you are seeing is the live view of the Nikon D3S I have with a 60mm macro lens. And right now it's focused on a bishop on a chess set. And what I want to be able to show you is how you can actually see the depth of field preview here. Now, this is all, you don't have to have the Nikon Capture Control to see this. You can view this on the back of your camera as well. So as you see here on the far left, I have the f3.5 setting. This is where the camera is focused on the red square here, and it's focused on the bishop. Now, as we do nothing in change of composition or anything else, we're just going to look at what's in focus in front and behind the subject, which is the bishop. Right now at 3.5, nothing's really in focus except maybe this pawn just slightly out of focus. Now, if we take this to the extreme and go all the way up to f40, everything pretty much looks in focus, but as you can see, like this third pawn back here is pretty much out of focus. These two pawns are in focus. The king is pretty tack sharp, as well as this knight here, but the queen starts to fall off. It's not quite as sharp, and same with this bishop and the knight back here, and especially the chessboard, you can see it still drops off. But as we move back down slowly to say f25, little bit less in focus back there, and then the f16, not quite everything in focus. And as we continue to go down, f9, 5.6, you can see the depth of field is dropping off. There's two things we want to point out is how close I am to the subject makes a big difference. The closer you get, the less depth of field you have, as well as the f-stop that I'm using. Now, for purposes of this, the reason we're doing this is we can see before I actually take a picture what the depth of field will look like. So if I like that real silky smooth background and this is in focus, that's great. But as you look, as we go down the bishop, not all of it's in focus. As you come down right around here, it starts to drop out. It's not tack sharp. The back of the right here, the depth of field kind of is at an angle because we are here. It's kind of the front edge, and it drops off right there. So you can see that's a very shallow depth of field. But that's the whole point. You can see it using live view. In addition, you can also use a depth of field preview button, which you can read about where I show you that in the article. Thanks.